7 votes. Can anybody say 7?
The race for Ohio's 11th is getting crazier and crazier. This, of course, is the race between Nina Turner and Shontel Brown. Nina Turner is the working class, people-backed candidate. Shontel Brown is the corporate-backed candidate. And this recent event with Shontel Brown, she pushed out fake applause over the speakers. I'm going to get to this clip in a second, but first let me give you a quick update here on Nina's campaign. Nina Turner tweeted this out after the event that she had with AOC over the weekend, saying, "We're putting in the sweat equity, knocking doors, making calls, and meeting with every part of our community, person to person, one conversation at a time. We're building something special, not just for us, but for future generations. Thank you, Sister AOC. Cleveland loves you." And see some images here. So they had a great Get Out the Vote event over the weekend, getting a lot of people energized for this race. Of course, early voting has already started, and August 3rd is is election day. Some other updates here from Nina's campaign, as you see from Jordan Sheridan here, sharing the news that Warrensville Heights Councilman Walter Stewart switches endorsement from Shontel Brown to Nina Turner. Nina's, quote, "focused on the issues and improving our quality of life. Unlike the other main opponent, Turner is not running on personal relationships or proximity to power." And a very similar endorsement here from Jamie Raskin. You may recognize him. He was the lead on the second Trump impeachment. So Nina Turner says, "Thank you, Jamie Raskin. I look forward to working side by side with you in Congress to deliver on the policies that will benefit millions of working class Americans from every background." And his quote here is just incredible. So he says about this race, quote, "I see two kinds of politicians in Washington, justice politicians and power politicians. Nina Turner is the consummate justice politician, committed to the common good, the common man, and the common woman." Which also implies here that Shontel Brown is the power politician, simply looking out for herself, much in the similar way that this endorsement here stated about Shontel Brown. And just on this note, I covered recently, Shontel Brown actually put out some fake endorsements, people that she claims endorsed her and never did. And so I did a video on that in case you missed that story, but just incredible. A similar move was done by Pete Buttigieg in the 2020 primary race, where he put out a large list of names. And when journalists began actually calling each of the names, they realized that a lot of them never actually backed Pete Buttigieg. He just claimed that they supported him. Shontel Brown using a similar strategy to boost her endorsements that many cases aren't even real. So let's go here now to this clip. So this was posted and edited together by BZ Douglas. I'm going to link to his profile and some links here under the video. He's done great reporting, great coverage of this race in Ohio. So I'll link to all his stuff below this video. But let me show you the video he put together here, showing you the fake applause. And you're going to notice at some moments where Shontel Brown looks back at the DJ, so the DJ is the one controlling this fake applause, and she repeats certain words a number of times, as I guess those were the trigger words for the fake applause, and you see her do this throughout, and also look back at the DJ at one point. But this is just incredible, so I'm going to play this 2 minutes here, and check this out.
My political brother, my spiritual brother, my baby brother, Bashir Jones, Councilman Bashir Jones. Give it up for him. Councilman candidate for mayor, but again, that is not about life. Things are going my way. So fast forward, election day comes, the polls close, and I was down by 6 votes. 11 days later, I learned that there were 23 provisional ballots in my race, and that I had won by 7 votes. 7 votes. 7 votes. Can anybody say 7? Okay, so that 7 has been so significant to me because as a child of faith, 7 represents perfection. I'm proud to say in 2017, I made history when I became the first woman elected and the first black person elected to lead the largest Democratic Party in the state of Ohio. Now, we are not the most populous county. Despite being the Democratic Party chairperson, I was able to get that done with bipartisan support. Bipartisan support, done unanimously. And along with PCs for People, we were able to provide laptops, free Wi-Fi hotspots for 5,000 students for 2 years. So the stuff I've been doing.
Shontel Brown for Congress. Shontel Brown for Congress. God bless y'all. Thank you for coming out today. Enjoy the festivities. I'll be around to take pictures and talk to
good folks to answer any personal questions. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Incredible. Why would you do this? My assumption is she's shooting some video from this event and maybe trying to use it potentially to put in a commercial or something. So she pumps out fake applause here. And in case you want to see the unedited version of this, just to note, anytime you saw the people clapping in the corner here, that's when the fake applause was being boosted over the speakers. But in case you want to see just the raw version, Z Douglas also posted that, so you can check out the raw version here. Again, I'll link to all this below the video under sources on YouTube, so check that out. But I just don't look at the audience here. You're not fooling anybody. it's so they have to fake this kind of support because she doesn't have any real support. Her support is from large corporations and anybody being fooled by the campaigning that she's doing here for these large corporations. And to talk a little more about that, this is a recent article from Jacobin. Corporate lobbyists declare war on Nina Turner. Corporate Democrats and lobbyists for Big Oil, Big Pharma, Fox News, and Wall Street are fundraising for Nina Turner's primary opponent, Shontel Brown, in the Ohio congressional race. So I've talked more about this in other videos, but it's clear, looking at who is backing each candidate, which candidate is standing up with the working class and which candidate is standing up for corporations. It is very obvious. And not even just corporations, Republicans. Shontel Brown is representing Republicans. So this from Cleveland.com. Republicans both in and outside the district are also backing Brown. Her latest fundraising report showed backing from Roger Sonnenberg, former chairman of the Cuyahoga County Republican Party, and Robert Kraft, owner of the New England Patriots and a close confidant of Republican former President Donald Trump. And there's also more on that. So this article from April from Cleveland.com as well. Brown also polled support from an unlikely spot. Republicans Jimmy and Dee Haslam, owners of the Cleveland Browns, gave $5,800 each. Richard K. Smucker, chairman of the J.M. Smucker Co. in Orville, gave $2,900. Welty president and CEO Donzel Taylor, the ex-husband of Republican former Lieutenant Governor Mary Taylor, gave Brown $2,900. So this is just, there's no defending this. If you are a Democratic voter in Ohio, in Ohio's 11th district, do not be fooled by Shontel Brown. She is representing large corporations and Republicans. Meanwhile, Nina Turner, of course, has a long history in the state fighting for the working class and is only taking money from individual donors. On top of all of that, Shontel Brown has a horrible record. In one example, she approved a major contract that then backed her campaign, and that major contractor is tied to her boyfriend. So she approved $17 million to this company tied to her boyfriend for a major public contract. Incredible. Just the kinds of things that Shontel Brown has gotten away with up to this point. I mean, it's being reported, but for this not to be common knowledge among people in Ohio's 11th is clearly a failure of local media in this race. Last thing here, I'm going to link to this. This was also shared by BZ Douglas, just to make sure I got the name right. Yes. This is a fantastic breakdown here by Keith Wilson on everything going on in this race, everything with Shontel Brown, who Shontel Brown is, the attacks, misleading attacks they've done on Nina Turner, where they just straight out lie about Turner's record and what she supports or doesn't support. So if you want more information, there is a lot of information here. Arm yourself with the data. So if you are in Ohio's 11th especially, and you want to be able to, maybe you're campaigning for Nina Turner, or you're engaged in this race in some way, just understand who Shontel Brown is, who she represents, and the kind of lies they put out there about Nina Turner. And at the same time, of course, understand that Nina Turner is a fighter for the working class, backs Medicare for all, backs a Green New Deal, backs a higher minimum wage. And as you know, you can check out her page, of course, NinaTurner.com, look at her endorsements, and let me bring it up here. And you can tell by, you know, who she supports, the endorsements that she has. The endorsements list is absolutely insane. I mean, Ohio elected officials, just countless. She has every single member of Cuyahoga County Democratic Party backing her, which of course makes up part of Ohio's 11th district. But you can see here members of Congress, of course, organizations. I mean, yeah, a lot of support here. And of course, you can check out her what she supports, meet Nina and get to the issues and get deeper on all that. Medicare for all. Yeah, all of it's there. So it's, you know, I think most people watching my videos already back Nina Turner, so none of this is new to you. But if there's anybody in your life, friends or family, that are in Ohio's 11th district, make sure you inform them about this race, when to vote, try to get them out early to vote, and ensure that Nina Turner has as much support as possible going into this election on August 3rd.